A Darling Downs landowner has pleaded guilty to clearing about 13 hectares of World Heritage listed national park. The grazier has offered to hand over some of his own land to escape a jail term.
In 2001, Vincent Boyle bulldozed 14,000 trees in Main Range National Park near Warwick to connect two parcels of his land for cattle grazing. 2 years later, bushwalkers discovered the clearing, roughly the size of 26 football fields. The farmer had erected barbed wire fences and even sown the land with pasture seed.
The impacts relate to loss of habitat for rare and threatened species, which made the area so important.
The area was declared a national park in 1994. It was World Heritage listed the following year. Brisbane's District Court heard 6 threatened or endangered species have been severely impacted.
These rainforests are significant on a world scale. They are comparable to the reefs in the Great Barrier Reef, to the sand dunes on Fraser Island.
At the time, the 76-year-old pleaded ignorance, but the court heard he knew he was clearing outside his boundary lines and hadn't sought any permits.
Do you regret now clearing that land?
Yes, I do.
It's estimated reforestation will take 6 years and cost more than $400,000. The offence carries a maximum penalty of 2 years jail. But in a deal struck outside the courtroom, Boyle could avoid a custodial sentence. Pending the court's approval, the deal would see Boyle hand over 430 hectares of his land to extend the Main Range National Park. The sentencing judge reserved his decision until next week. Angela Cox, 7 News.
A southeast Queensland grazier has offered to hand over a parcel of his own land to a neighbouring national park to avoid a jail term for illegal land clearing. The Killarney man admitted clearing land and running cattle inside a World Heritage listed national park. Vincent Thomas Boyle first acquired some grazing land in the Killarney area 35 years ago. Today, the 76-year-old pleaded guilty to illegally clearing 13 hectares of the World Heritage listed Main Range National Park, which borders his property. Prosecutor Ralph Devlin told the court Boyle had cleared the isolated strip to link 2 sections of his property for grazing purposes. The court heard environmental authorities believe the clearing had threatened rare frog and reptile species inhabiting the area and that grazing cattle had severely impacted on a nearby creek.
Rainforests are significant on a world scale. They are comparable to the reefs in the Great Barrier Reef, to the sand dunes on Fraser Island and to other World Heritage areas in Australia.
Authorities estimate it would cost nearly $400,000 to revegetate the area and pull down fencing that's been illegally erected. But despite a maximum penalty of 2 years jail and a $225,000 fine, the prosecutor today called for leniency in exchange for 480 hectares of Boyle's own property being gifted to the national park.
Ralph Devlin told the court the very sizable and significant portion of land would have the effect of linking 2 sections of the park. Boyle's defence counsel said the land was worth more than $400,000 to his client and would be a significant contribution to the people of Queensland. Outside the court, Boyle said he regretted clearing the land.
Are you embarrassed about what's been going on?
Yes, I am.
He'll be sentenced next Friday. Alex Graham, ABC News.